City Sports Now, I'm Mark T. Bilson. This is 1420 WEMB Sports Radio. I was talking about the draft, and we've got mock drafts. Alex Doherty joins me at 1:15 to talk about what went wrong with the Preds, maybe a few more. Are they going to deal P.K. Subban? I think that Pekka Rinne has proven himself, even if he will be 37 next year. That's not tremendously old for a goalie. I mean, Mark Van Brodeur was in net for the Devils until he was 40, and he was, I think beyond his 40th birthday, he was quite productive. So, Marc-Andre Fleury is still, he's not that far behind Rinne, and certainly he took his team to the Stanley Cup Finals last year, and before that he was a part of 2 Stanley Cup champs, although Matt Murray was kind of the guy that helped them along the way to whatever extent, but still. You've got a situation there where the Predators, what are they going to do? What are they going to do to improve their power play? Who's coming, who's going? Doherty had Rocco Grimaldi. He called that after the first game of the series, and Grimaldi came out of nowhere to score 3 goals. So I don't know, maybe we'll have Alex Doherty be the new GM of the Nashville Predators. I'm all for that. Okay, speaking of which, we're talking some NHL draft, or any NFL draft, excuse me. We'll get to the NHL draft when that comes after the playoffs end. Of course, it looks like Kyler Murray. I will say that when you look at, how could it not be Kyler Murray? Mel Kiper is saying it's a 99%, or is it a 99.9% chance they're going to take Kyler Murray. One guy, Antonio Bryant, for instance, former NFL wideout, he thinks that they will actually go with Nick Bosa. But Nick Bosa's stock may have been going down. Maybe. And I'm going to tell you why. Couple of things. Nick Bosa, first of all, is the great-grandson of Tony Accardo. You know who Tony Accardo is? He took over the mob for Al Capone. Okay, that's his great-grandfather. Yeah. Ran it for 4 decades, into the 70s, I'm told. I read the Sports Illustrated feed. Kept a much lower profile than Capone, which is one of the reasons why he was able to lead the mob for as long as he did. But yes, Nick Bosa, now, I don't know, maybe that means that he's pretty mean and nasty. I mean, would you like a defensive end who is related to the mob or one who isn't related to the mob? I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know if one will be penalized more than the other when I think about it. But there's that, and when you think about how the NFL will oftentimes, they'll bring in, say, a player who comes from a broken home, and we talked about this, some of the questions that are asked during the combine, and are they legitimate? Are they on the up and up? So, Speedy Smith, we understand that your mother is a prostitute. Is that true? I mean, there have been questions like that asked the players. Now, I've done job interviews. I don't think I've ever asked that question. I don't think it would even come up. But yes, when they go and they investigate a background, they want to know a little bit about, again, I asked this, the one thing about something like that, if you want to say, I don't know, will this guy have the character that we want, broken fin, is that what we want, it does seem to be a bit discriminatory. I do understand, let's see about the players' culture, and all this. Certainly there are a lot of high-character players or people who have come from backgrounds in which their, family has been criminals. I'll ask this. It's kind of well known. Woody Harrelson, the actor, his father was a hitman. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure if you knew that or not, but sure, it's kind of public knowledge. And he didn't like to talk about it for obvious reasons. Would you not cast Harrelson in a movie because of that? I don't know if I would. In other words, I don't know if I'd hold that against him. I might hold it against him that he seems to be... How much marijuana are you going to smoke on the set here, Mr. Harrelson? Because we'd kind of like to get through this might ask that. I think that's legitimate. Is your mother a prostitute? I can't say don't ask it, but boy, that's tough. That's a tough question. And for that matter, though, as in my position here, I've got to ask tough questions, sometimes from that angle. Question is, though, if you do ask that question and you wind up drafting that player, how happy is he going to be coming to your team? Yeah. He will have no choice, I suppose. He could hold out, I guess, but that's asking a lot. For a legitimate question, I kind of go on you can ask that question. I just wonder about its relevancy. So anyway, we're talking about Bosa, his great-grandfather, a legendary mobster. But something else that now a lot of sports writers don't like about Nick Bosa. His politics. He's a big conservative. He likes Donald Trump. He retweeted posts celebrating the administration's achievements. He's called Colin Kaepernick a clown. Now, here's the only thing. I don't necessarily think that's a big deal. Certainly the NFL is big enough for players of all political backgrounds to come in, and they have players of all political backgrounds coming in. Bosa's toned down his tweet activity closer to the draft. That's probably a good idea. But he also could be drafted by the San Francisco 49ers, which may have one of the most, it's San Francisco. That could be one of the most liberal fan bases in America. It's not Jacksonville, which is one of the more conservative cities, or let's say Dallas, or, someplace like that. Even if you think about Green Bay, Wisconsin is certainly a red state traditionally, but, the heartland and all this, it's not necessarily Milwaukee. You get the idea that could go there. So there are a lot of cities, you may want to New York or Boston. You wonder about this. Tom Brady has been known to have the Make America Great Again cap in his locker, hasn't he? And that hasn't hurt him in liberal Massachusetts. So how much would those Bosa supporting Donald Trump hurt him if he is taken by the 49ers? Interesting. The idea here, Bosa's probably correct in thinking his right-wing views wouldn't go over well in San Francisco, but he's also right in fearing that some 49ers fans wouldn't embrace him because of it, but it shouldn't matter. It absolutely shouldn't. You're allowed your political opinions. What he's doing is he's supporting the president. A lot of ball players did that with Barack Obama. You cannot have it only one way. I'm thinking of people who might have been more conservative that have played in San Francisco. I think that I knew Al Gallagher pretty well, and he always identified himself as a big Christian and all this. What his political leanings were, I'm not quite sure. So I never asked him. He was a friend of mine, but we never went into that. We talked baseball. We talked other things. Classic country music a little bit of that I kind of like. However, see what I'm going to try, because I'll go through my mind real fast and all that. I know that Wilt Chamberlain he played for the Warriors out there. He was a conservative, certainly. So that comes to mind. It's a long time ago, but it's pretty well known that was the case. Hacksaw Reynolds. I don't know what his politics were, but he comes from, rather conservative East Tennessee, the Volunteers, and he becomes a big star over there. Certainly Steve Young from Brigham Young. Think about that. So what will it mean? Ultimately, I think this. If Bosa gets drafted by the 49ers and he records 14 sacks a year, 49ers fans are going to like him. Doesn't matter if he's going to be tweeting out, whatever political statements he's going to make. I'm Marky Wilson talking the NFL draft. Hey, the Reds and the Braves played yesterday. Talk a little bit about that. And a bit of baseball when we return. It's Tri-Cities Sports Now.